All right, good morning YouTube. We are driving around on our farm. It's day 2 with the cows, and so far actually everything's going pretty good, but we have one cow that had a calf right before they brought them, and that was just like the perfect storm because she got separated from it because they couldn't haul cows and calves together, so she's not sure it's hers. So it's been all this time with nothing to drink. I'm not sure it's eaten yet. She walks up to it and smells it. It's like she knows it's hers, but then she walks away. She's uncomfortable about it. So Lane and I are going over here to try to bottle feed it, or if worse comes to worse, I'm gonna tube feed it, which I'm gonna show y'all. That would be worst case scenario because you can drown them if you don't know what you're doing and you get it in their lungs. So we're gonna give it a try. I'll show y'all this calf when we get over here. It's super sweet, but it's getting weak because it needs to eat. So come along with us. All right, so here she is. I think it's a she. I hadn't even looked actually in all this chaos. I'm gonna set y'all down and try to get her to eat. It's weak just from not eating yet, but it sucked that down, so I'm headed to the house to get some more. That was actually colostrum I had saved from some of my milk cows because they produce so much more milk than their calves can possibly eat. So thankful for that I had that in the freezer. I think this little girl might be okay. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. For now, I'm gonna bottle feed her and just try to get her strong. Might try to get her mom in here and get them to bond. I've also got my milk cows. Their calves are huge. Some of them are going on a year old. I'll wean them off and put this on a milk cow if I have to. But anyway, that is a bright spot in this whole chaotic process. So, all right, guys. I showed you this morning feeding the calf, and I got all my morning chores done. It has been busy bringing in the new cows and trying to get them situated, and we had the situation with the calf, and thank you for all of you who said we're sorry about the calf and just congratulations on the cows. Y'all left some awesome comments, a ton of comments. I love that. I feel like, honestly, I told you this, but I really feel like y'all are on this journey with us. I feel now at this point like I can't not share all this stuff that's going on with y'all. Like, y'all are the people that we want to tell all the things that are going on our farm. So I just wanted to take a few minutes. I need to tell you some really important shindig details, and let me give you a little calf update before I get to that though. You saw me getting a little bit of a bottle down that calf. I wound up having to tube feed it, which is where you put the tube down its esophagus into its stomach, and it's basically force feeding it, and it's called a power punch in it, which is a bunch of vitamins and minerals and stuff, because that calf had not sucked at all. That was a newborn, and its mom just kind of decided like, I don't know if you're mine or not. And she just kind of walked away. I don't think it nursed at all. And it was over 24 hours old this morning. We thought she had taken it, is why we kind of left it alone last night, because really, if the less you can intervene, the better, especially with cows. if they can take care of their baby, they're going to do a much better job than us trying to force them to. So we encouraged and did all we could. We thought we'd solved it. Well, we didn't. And so we found it this morning. It was very weak. But after tube feeding it, it just all of a sudden kind of jumped up. I mean, it was like pretty much all but dead. I thought, there's no way this thing's making it. Got her separated off. That was part of the problem. She didn't want to come over there by it, and we could not get her in the corral. But finally, it took all of us, and we got her in the corral. They're in there together. I'm going to give them a little bit. I'll be giving you some updates on them, but I think that's all going to turn out okay. I'm fixing to go over there and check on them. But I wanted to talk to y'all for a minute first. First off, before I get to the shindig details, I want to show y'all a couple of really cool things I've gotten in the mail. And if I ever forget anything that someone sent me, please forgive me, because I don't mean to, because I try to mention the stuff y'all send, because really, it just makes our day. It's awesome. We're so blessed every time y'all send us anything, and I don't want y'all to feel obligated at all to send us something. I just think it's really cool that you do sometimes. Someone sent me, totally unexpected. The only reason I can think someone sent me this, and I cannot figure out who it was that sent it, maybe they didn't want me to know, but if you sent it and you don't care if I know, let me know. But it was someone obviously that watched our kombucha video where I told how I do my kombucha, and I said my favorite kombucha and water kefir is with grape juice because it makes like a grape soda. And I told you I was out. That's why I was using the tart cherry juice and maple syrup that I used. Well, someone sent me 4 bottles of organic Concord grape juice. It's awesome. So thank you so much. One of our sweet viewers, Allison, who we love seeing her comments. She's just very precious. She's coming to the shindig. Sent me this book with a very nice letter. This was her mom's book that was a gift from her friend. She wrote me a letter about it, and then her dad passed it on to her, and she is passing it to me. So this was pretty special to me. So thank you, Allison. And another sweet viewer, Patty, sent me all of these books. Look at all of these books, all about herbs. She has so much herb knowledge, and she sent me some messages and things, and I've enjoyed reading them. She's full of knowledge about herbs. And so Patty, I just say thank you. That's not enough for all of this you've shared with me. It's a Rosemary Gladstar book, which she is just awesome. Park Success with Herbs, Herb Gardening in 5 Seasons, another herb book, another herb book. I cannot wait to dig into these and learn more about herbs. So thank you so much, Patty. And then I've got this box over here. This was not sent to us. This was sent to y'all, because this is a box full of goodies from Azure Standard. Do y'all want to see what's in it? I bet you do. I'll be right back. Let me get some scissors. So this, like I told you, is full of goodies from Azure Standard. I love Azure Standard. If you are not familiar with them, I order a lot of staples from them. People at our drops order all their groceries from them. We just grow a lot of ours, so I wind up ordering like staples. Some people order all their chicken feed. I told y'all that I ordered some this last time, and I'm going to do a little experiment. That's still in the plans. The cows just kind of took precedent over that, so I'm getting to that. But if Azure Standard to me is, it's kind of like cutting out the middleman and going to like the Whole Foods or the health food store. You can order pretty much anything from them that you can go in a health food store and buy, and it's cheaper. So I really love them. I've saved a lot of money. Now, you can't order things from them like and expect to get like supermarket price for things that don't compare. If you're ordering organic apples from them, you can't go in Walmart and like look at the cheapest apples they sell and say, oh, Walmart's cheaper, because you can't you're not comparing the quality. So you've got to compare apples to apples, they say. But if you compare like the quality of what you're getting to what you'd have to go to like Whole Foods or the health food store to get, it is dramatically cheaper. So let's look in this box. And if you want to try Azure Standard, I have a link down in the description. That just tells them that I sent you, and they keep sending me stuff like this to give to y'all. So it's a win-win for everybody. Okay, this is all gonna be given away at the shindig. So I hope you're planning to come. I don't know yet how we're gonna do it. Maybe give a ticket when you come in the door, and then you drop part of that ticket in a box or something. We'll figure something out. But this looks awesome, and this is all stuff that's gonna keep because the Shindig's about a month away. It's non-GMO dried papaya, Noor dates, probably not saying that right, organic banana pieces, and that's a big bag. That's a pound. That's a big thing of dried bananas. Organic Thompson raisins. That's quite a bit of raisins. That's a pound of raisins. That was some business cards. Black Mission figs, organic. Ooh, those look delicious. Organic apple rings, organic dried apple rings. There's a pound of those. That's a lot. A pound of dried apples is a lot because they don't weigh very much. A pound of dried pineapple rings. Y'all, this is awesome. One of y'all is gonna win this. And then I've got, looks like outdoor garden and pet catalogs, healthy food catalogs. Let's see what else is down in here. I'm gonna be giving y'all all of this stuff. And finally, nutrition and supplement catalogs. So I'm gonna be giving all these catalogs away so y'all can be checking out what all they have to offer. Start shopping. So anyway, I hope you're planning to come to the Shindig because this will be given away there. Now let's get to the changes for the Shindig. Let me find my paper I've buried. All right guys, so let's get to these Shindig details and what is changing with the Shindig. Let's just be honest. The Shindig has far and away outgrown our expectations. When this idea of this Shindig, which we were calling it like the get together, Ben wanted to call it from the beginning when him and I were just talking about it with no one else. He wanted to call it the meet and eat because we had ideas where we were going to have like a potluck or we were going to cook all the food. We were tossing around all kinds of ideas, but we started talking to Jess and Jeremiah at Roots and Refuge, and they were like, yeah, we thought about, you know, some sort of a meetup as well. And that's kind of where the idea was born. And it's just quickly outgrown our plans that we had from the beginning, which is a wonderful thing. That means there's more of you coming. There'll be more fellowship. There'll be more things, more vendors and all those things. We didn't even know at the beginning if we would have vendors. That wasn't in our plan. Our plan was just a YouTubers meetup to get together, fellowship, meet each other, because there's a huge YouTube presence in some states, but Arkansas has not been one of those. So that was the idea. But we have had an outrageous amount of rain this winter, way more than normal, and our farm is muddy. And it's becoming more and more people all the time, and it's still a month away, that we're just not sure we can handle that many people. And there's just several reasons, but here's the number one kicker. Here's the number one reason why we're making this change. There is people coming in from all over. There's people driving. One of our viewers is driving for like 23 hours. There's people flying in. So the date cannot change. That's the bottom line. It has to happen April 6th from 9 to 5. April in Arkansas, we've just been putting our heads together and really thinking and thinking, because we've had people ask, what about a rain date? We can't have a rain date because there's people that have taken off work to come to this, that have made travel plans and all that, like I was telling you. So it has to happen April 6th. Well, April in Arkansas could be beautiful and 70, or it could be freezing cold, or it could be really, really stormy. It could be any of those things easily. So we just got to thinking, what are we going to do if it's just pouring down rain, or if it's a stormy day and there's tornado warnings or something? Hopefully not, but you know, where are we going to go with all these people? Out where we were having the Shindig, there was no bathrooms. We were going to bring in porta potties, and there was really no shelter. So we were trying to get enough money together to rent a tent. We had this suggested to us by two different people, and Ben and I just kind of mulled it over, chewed on it a little while, I guess you'd say, and we just got to thinking, that's a genius idea. So it was suggested to us to rent the White County Fairgrounds. We live in White County. So it is in the town of Searcy, which if you watched our live giving all the Shindig details, which I'll go ahead and have Lane link below, that's the town it's in. So all the hotel deals that Ben got for you, the White County Fairgrounds is in that town, Searcy, Arkansas. So we looked into renting it, and it's a really great price. It's a huge building. We will not be outside. There will be electricity for the people performing music and for the vendors. You may need to bring an extension cord. I don't know how close you'll be to like outlets and things, but there is electricity. There's indoor bathrooms, multiple bathrooms. We will not be using porta potties and bringing in porta potties and all that. There'll be power for the food trucks to have. There's just many, many benefits. So while we're sad that we won't be having y'all at our farm, it will be so much better for everyone involved. Here's the other great thing, and this is why if you're planning to come, I hope you're watching this video. There is camping at the fairgrounds. You can camp right there on the grounds. The Shindig will only be on Saturday, but you can rent a camp spot from them, you know, for Friday night or Saturday night or both, whatever you need. And they are, I'm going to read what the lady told me. They have 30 amp hookups and 50 amp hookups with water and electric. And I believe she said it's $15 a night. So I thought that was pretty good. Don't quote me on the price. I'll have Lane put that down in the description after I confirm that with Ben. There's 45-ish sites or so. So if you're interested in one of those campsites that will be at the fairgrounds where the Shindig will take place, you need to call ASAP. The lady's name is Cookie Jackson, and the phone number is, and I'm going to have Lane put all this in the description of this video. But I would suggest if you want a camping spot, I think 40-something camping spots will be enough for everyone who's let us know that they're coming and interested in camping. But here's the deal. It's a fairground, so there's also an arena and there's other buildings that can be rented that day. And one of the things that will be going on is a horse show in the arena, which will not be right where we're at. But those people could come in and rent a spot to camp at, or for their horse trailer for the day or whatever. So if you want a camp spot at the fairgrounds, I would call very soon. I'm trying to remember everything that I wanted to share with y'all about this, because it's a pretty big announcement, pretty big change, but that's the only thing that's changing. Everything else about the Shindig will remain the same. Oh, and when we were having it out here, we were taking $15 vendor fees to try to get enough money together to rent a tent so we'd have a shelter. We don't need that anymore. So your vendor fee, we can rent tables and chairs there at the fairgrounds. So when you pay your vendor fee, we will rent you a table and probably 2 chairs. So you will have a table and a chair for you and someone else to sit at. We're also going to rent some more chairs to kind of spread around, just to sit in and hang out and chill out in, just have a place to sit down. You might still want to bring your fold-out chair if you want to, if you're partial to sitting in it, because I'm sure these will be metal folding chairs. I don't know for sure, but that's what I'm assuming. I think that covers it. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much better because it's going to be an actual place with facilities and shelter. If it pours down rain all day, we'll be inside. So that will be really nice. If it's blazing hot or freezing cold, we'll be inside. And we'll let y'all know when more details come out. But really, you know everything there is to know, and that's the only change we're making. And like I said, number one is because the date cannot change, even dependent upon the weather, because there's too many people coming from too far away and have made plans. So it's got to remain the same. Thank y'all for spending a few minutes with me. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I've got a calf to go check on, so I'll see you later. God bless.